Now at 6, election registration deadline. So today's the day if you live in Oregon. You do have some extra time, though, if you live in Washington. We'll have all the key dates leading up to Election Day just 3 weeks away. Plus,
I just felt like I failed them because I felt like it was my job to protect them.
That woman is talking about her pet rabbits after 20 were stolen from her backyard, and it was all caught on camera. And later,
say good morning to the cockroaches and the tarantula and the millipede and whatever the heck this is that's on my hand this morning. I didn't hear any of you saying good morning to those creatures.
No, thanks.
It's not really a morning thing, is it?
That thing on my hand, by the way, is called a jungle nymph. That's the male version right there, the brown one. The green one is the female. We're going to find out more about those guys and some other creepy crawlies in a new insect-intensive edition of Drew at the Zoo coming up here at 6:45. What didn't you like there? The tarantula?
A lot of insect alliteration there.
Was it the cockroaches? what didn't we like?
Well, maybe next time try say good morning. Say good morning to your bacon, your pancakes, your coffee.
Rod has seen that insect segment, and you good today?
No, you'll be fascinated.
All right, 6:45, we've got that. First, though, Rodney with the weather.
All right, it's wet out there. It's been going on for a handful of hours, and it's been fairly widespread. So at this point, I would say everybody's at least looking at wet pavement as you make that first step outdoors. And we have active areas of probably a mist of light rain in some spots, and other spots just getting some mist or some drizzle. There are the wet bricks from the Pioneer Park building looking down at Pioneer Courthouse Square. 61 is the temperature. So it's going to be, I think, a completely overcast day. Just the ongoing threat of having some light rain or mist in the air as you're out and about. So have your rain jacket. There's a decent chance there will also be some dry time, 63 at noon and then 66 at 5 o'clock. The overall rain intensity and rain amounts start to pick up according to our Futurecast model in the 10 o'clock hour tonight going into tomorrow. Here's Chris.
We are in the rainy, dark season, and Rod, you know this. One of the most popular driving me crazy complaints I get is when you need your wipers, you need your headlights. So it's just a friendly reminder there. All right, let's see if folks are out there using their headlights. Photojournalist Eric Patterson is out on the roads, and it is wet. And I do see headlights and wipers, so that's good. I-5 over the Interstate Bridge getting busier, but so far no major issues out there. Speaking of bridges, the Fremont Bridge, northbound 405, the lower deck has reopened. It will close again tonight for bridge inspection. That's from 10 p.m. until 5 a.m. Wednesday morning. Guys?
Thank you, Chris. All right, we are just 3 weeks away from the election. Today is the last day to register to vote in Oregon.
Ballots will start hitting mailboxes tomorrow. Ashley Grams is live with us in the studio this morning to talk more about all the important election season dates. Good morning there, Ashley.
Good morning. Well, China said it. Today is the last day to register to vote in Oregon. So if you want to vote in the November election, you'll need to register online or by mail. Mail in that voter registration. You can also register in person at a county election office. Just make sure you get there before they close. I know Multnomah County has some extended hours today, though. If you live in Washington, you still have time to register. Washington has in-person same-day registration. However, if you want to do it by mail or online, the deadline is October 28th. Now, if you need to check whether or not you're registered, which is a good idea if it's been a while, you can do that on the Secretary of State's website. For those in Washington, the website is votewa.gov for Oregonians. That's OregonVotes.gov. Ballots will be sent out this week in both states. They've got to be in the mail and postmarked by Election Day, which is Tuesday, November 5th. China?
Thank you, Ashley. And voting will be different for Portland residents. They'll rank their favorite candidates as part of a new voting system called ranked choice voting. Thomas Schultz joins us in the newsroom with more. Thomas?
Yeah, China, when Portland residents vote, they're going to see a different kind of ballot this year. Here's what that's going to look like. For Portland contest, voters can rank their top 6 favorite candidates in order. Don't vote for a candidate more than once. And for one that you do not like at all, just don't rank them. Leave their name blank. And ranked choice voting will work a little differently for single winner positions like the mayor and multi-winner roles like city council. For single winner ranked choice voting, the candidate with more than half of the votes wins. If nobody receives 50% of the vote, the person with the least votes is eliminated, and voters who picked that candidate as their top option will have to vote again. That process repeats until somebody gets the majority. Though for multi-winner races, it's a little bit different. 3 candidates are elected simultaneously, and they must receive more than 25% of the vote to be elected. Once again, That's for city council positions. And the idea behind the change is to give voters more choice. Election officials say more options will give better representation of who voters want in office.
And Thomas, does the county plan to adopt ranked choice voting at some point here?
Yeah, they do. That's going to be a little bit later down the line. That's not set to begin until November 2026. Drew?
All right, good information there, Thomas. And one more heads up we need to get to our viewers' attention here this morning. Big night on KGW. The 5 leading candidates in the race for Portland mayor are coming to our studios for a debate that we're going to host alongside the Oregonian. So it starts at 6:30 tonight. You can watch it live either right here on TV at KGW.com or streaming on our KGW Plus app.
A woman has been arrested after she was caught on surveillance video allegedly stealing 20 pet rabbits in Canby. Melissa Zielinski says that she noticed her pet rabbits had gone missing from their cages multiple times. She installed a surveillance camera and said it wasn't long before she caught the suspect, Bridie Olinger, taking her rabbits. Zielinski says that she had met Olinger before when she claimed to be picking blackberries near Zielinski's home.
She was kind of looking sneaky, you know, in retrospect. I literally started putting locks on all the cages because I just didn't know when someone was going to come through and take them.
She says she lost her job and her home due to all of the distractions, saying her landlord was fed up with the constant thefts and police response. Olinger was arraigned last week and is facing trespassing and theft charges. She's also accused of taking another family's pet rabbits.
A wing of Washington Square Mall was evacuated yesterday after a suspected thief pepper sprayed someone. Tiger police say around 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, a store manager for Pottery Barn followed the suspected thief and also got pepper sprayed. A witness called police saying they and others inside experienced burning eyes and coughing from the spray. A few people were checked out by paramedics, but no one went to the hospital. Police say they didn't say yet if they've arrested the suspect.
The holiday season is still a bit away, but it's never too early to get started on your holiday shopping. And if you're mailing gifts this year, you'll definitely want to keep an eye on your calendar here. The Postal Service has released a list of recommended send-by dates for the upcoming holiday season, so make sure to send out ground shipping and first-class mail by December 18th, priority mail by the 19th, and priority mail express by the 21st. If you are looking to send packages to Alaska, Hawaii, to military addresses, or internationally. The dates may be different here, so for specifics on those, head over to USPS.com/holiday shipping dates.
Open enrollment for Medicare begins today. The Oregon Department of Human Services is offering free help for those who want to compare or change their plan altogether. They're also helping people understand some of the changes that are coming to Medicare next year. So for more information about all of this, you can go to the website. It's shiba.oregon.gov. One more time, it's shiba.oregon.gov, or simply go to medicare.gov.
The New York Times has just named what it considers to be the 25 best restaurants in Portland. Cafe Oli is there, along with L'Orange and Le Pigeon, plus Indonesian food, including Pasar. The paper also called Portland the dining capital of the Pacific Northwest and one of America's great culinary cities. You can check out the full list over on KGW.com.
All right, forecast time with a hungry Rod Hill.
Yes, hungry. Here's a look at our satellite picture, the big upper level low. Yesterday it was closer to Alaska. Now it's moved a little bit toward us. Anyway, this is going to be producing increasing rain in our area later this evening, overnight tonight, and it still looks like the wettest days of the week overall will be tomorrow and Thursday. But the moisture train is now feeding into us, and we've had a good chunk of the overnight and now still active at this hour, areas of light rain, some mist or drizzle. Radar right now is not picking up a lot, but remember the cloud deck out there, we know from looking at our sky cams, is really low. So there's probably some mist and drizzle out there that could be fairly widespread, not being picked up by the radar currently. Now with that said, we've had some decent rain totals, 13/100ths in Hillsboro and just shy of 1/10 of an inch in Portland so far. Here's what I'm talking about from the Rose City camera, these low clouds. So sometimes when this happens, you get mist, the radar beam actually shoots up over it. And if you look at the radar, you're like, it's dry, but then you step outside and you're like, no, it's not. 61 is the current temperature, top of the hour. PDX reporting some moisture out along the Columbia River. We're pretty uniform. 58 Forest Grove, 57 Oregon City, 60 up in Vancouver, 60 in Kaiser and Salem. And with solid low clouds today and occasional drizzle or light showers in the area, temperatures will be fairly steady. Now you get over the Cascades, you'll find all dry and partly to mostly sunny skies and really nice weather. Madras 70, Baker City 76. Air quality alert for Deschutes County in particular, where there are still wildfires producing wildfire smoke up top. All right, here's our 7-day. Tomorrow it's early morning rain band and then heavier showers. And then Thursday we've got that ongoing threat of heavy downpours that could produce hail with rumbles of thunder. Friday everything is pretty quiet with a shower threat. Right now Saturday looks dry. Hey, coming up Wednesday of next week right here on Sunrise, my winter outlook. If you're new to the area, this is something I put a lot of time in and have had some pretty good success, at least the last couple of winters, in terms of picking out, is it going to snow or are we going to have an ice storm? Is it going to be a cold winter, a not so cold winter? And when is the snowpack and ski season going to pick up on Mount Hood? All of that in my winter outlook Wednesday of next week on Sunrise.